Hello everybody, welcome to the MCN for Wednesday. So hello, and let's kick off the show with some reminders. First of all, if you are looking to give some feedback on the Summon Sigil, I've put a link in the description to the new thread. Based on the feedback, and Kabam are taking new feedback seriously, but there's still this kind of mix between some people that like it, some people that don't. What is value? I've seen some people say that they'd like to see it at $4.99 because that's what they pinpoint the value. I mean, that would be great, and I'm sure they get a lot more sales than they would do at a price point of $9.99. But again, that's a different talk for a different day. And I know some people are looking for something different, so make sure to have your say and give your feedback to Kabam as to what you like about it and what you don't, especially when Kabam, well, the lack of Sigil credits, a few things as well. Let them know if you've got any kind of like feedback on it, because you know they need to get it right by you, the community. Secondly, what of their 7-star signature stone Nexus crystal? Yes, this is indeed a thing. The question is, are we dead ass? Now, from what I gather, and this is just based on the information that I've received, a lot of Americans suffer from expired anuses. Yes, I wish Americans all the well in trying to establish how their anuses become unalived. But yes, dead ass. Yeah, if you are one of those Americans that have suffered from an expired rectum, let us know in the comments. Okay, right, in all seriousness, this does still look like a bit too close to the 7-star Nexus. We talked about this a while ago, where Kabam had the opportunity to repackage the appearance of it so it didn't look so much like a 7-star basic, because it did look like a 7-star basic, I think, when they did the 7-star basic Nexus. So they've done it before, and they'll do it again. I'm not sure if people look at it and go like they got baited in and kind of like quick grab because they thought it was going to be what they thought it was, but it actually wasn't. This is still something to be forewarning people that spend in the game, and just read everything, because you never know. Especially, I'm sure people will read 7-star signature stone pack and go, it's 7-star signature stones, and don't just look at it and go image and they don't click on it. Always click the images, look for the drop rates and pop downs, because that will give you the clear indication of what things are rather than clicking it. And it looks like there are people that have fallen for it and have indeed clicked on it. There's also the further discussion point as why is it costing so much? And that's a big thing, isn't it? £20 to me, that's, and of course $20 in whatever, and obviously different country, different currencies for you. And that's going to be a big question this year, the devaluation of things, because everything is very expensive for what is very little at times. And especially as new progressions, new people come to progressions, but also Kabam's need to put in a new progression. It's kind of a scary time, isn't it, as to how Kabam price stuff, how much we feel price point is worth nowadays for things in game and other stuff like that. Next up are new levels in game. As I battle myself through Epic of Pain right now, and I've just actually did my conversion for my refined XP and hit myself off a nice level 61 for me troubles. It is yeah, an interesting climb, especially when you get up any further, and of course get your increased amount of energy limit, which mine doesn't look like it's gone to. No, I actually could go one more level, but yay, I got 300 units, cha-ching, to add to my collection, which is good because I'm going to go back into Epic of Pain. I'm trying to do 1 per week at this stage. 1 week I might want to do 2, but I definitely want to be wrapped up by the last week of March. I think that will be the case. Anyway, to the point of level, I still get messages about it. Like, I've done 2 videos now mentioning about the level up issue, and I'm still getting questions about it. So for a third and final time, the level 62 is bugged currently. It's surprising that even with Kabam mentioning a lot of the stuff that it's not, you know, there for people to see. But yes, it is mentioned here. Crash mentioned in the previous thread, but there was an issue that has been fixed, but it requires an update. Luckily, our next update is coming next week. Rewards for 62 will be gained then. You can see I've gone to like 103 energy, and that's just because I've leveled up during this little segment right here. I was hoping to kind of like tie it into like a bit with the video, which I kind of have, kind of haven't. But I wanted to make the mention of, hey, there's a the screen's gone black. Ah, no, kabam! No, it's not kabam. It's just loose cable. Anyway, 2-star Ultron and potentially other things are going to be like these capacity increases will be hitting at, I want to say next week. But you should also get, at this moment in time, get the benefit of the 71 energy that should be should be able to be used. But if you're not seeing everything that you should be expecting from the level increase at level 62, is happening next week when the next update comes in. I would expect to see an announcement of the live stream coming or today, or has been yesterday, as March stuff is coming soon. I really hope there's a lot of stuff announced in the March update, because I know people are getting a little bit annoyed with the state of the game at the moment. Speaking of which, on the live stream, there was a really interesting, weird thing that happened. You can see on the video section, there's nothing that says like coming soon or a waiting, or even if we click on the live stream, there's not an incoming live stream that's mentioned there. Why is this important, Rich? Do elaborate on the thing you're trying to elaborate on. I will do. So RC MCC wishlist spotted this, and it was taken down. Something that's got February 28th on it, and a Dark Phoenix motion comic. Now, Kabam have got this kind of like, we'll talk about another incident where Kabam took down something and put it back up again. So first of all, this Dark Phoenix motion comic, I don't know if it's actually going to be a thing. They may have like shifted it, may have not. Some people even would say, is this going to be a Dark Phoenix orientated champion you could see? There is actually a Dark Phoenix within the game files, but it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to see it. We could see it as an event quest boss of one of many of them, or we won't. So for those interested what Dark Phoenix actually looked like in game, well, a wallpaper was done back in October 2016. This is what the character looks like here. And if you want to know what the champion looks like, this is the full model of that particular champion, who you did have to face off against as a boss. I'm not saying this will return, but it was interesting to see that there was a nod to it, like Dark Phoenix, if indeed we are seeing a motion comic. But you never know in the wacky world of Marvel Contest of Champions what's going to happen. So we'll find out on Friday what the crack is, whether or not we'll actually see a motion comic. That's still very exciting, because we haven't seen a motion comic in like a long time. I want to say years. And speaking of which, and that, by the way, that previous thing was actually taken down by Kabam. So it's not there on the live stream or, thing that you can like wait for. The other thing was this post right here. Some people may have seen this was taken down. It was put up on Monday evening for me, but then was taken out on Monday morning for you. It was then taken down and then brought back up again yesterday, so Tuesday. And that's kind of weird, isn't it? You go, what is happening here? I'm doing crazy things. I don't think there's anything like malicious or any malice or weird stuff behind it. I just maybe they made a mistake, or maybe wanted to kind of like just separate out how they were hyping up, especially because it was like a Monday hype. Maybe they wanted to put this more out as like a Tuesday hype, Wednesday, and kind of start that hype process going into the live stream. But there you go. Or maybe they worded something incorrectly, but you never know with these things. And then we're going to end on another interesting topic, believe it or not, and that is it's kind of the current state of the game, also the Battlegrounds scene. It kind of like flips into different things. I'll kind of explain why as we go. Battlegrounds is a bit of a weird mode. If you get time to play it, you obviously either have a good time or a bad time, but a lot of people are commenting on, say, the reward structure for it, the intricate workings of it, and we'll bring into the conversation a very interesting video. I really enjoyed it, by MCOC Damn Epic Whale. Very well put together, lots of really insightful things. And the topic that keeps coming back is Kabam being able to facilitate a lot of changes that I feel that they need to start saying to the community, or should have even started saying to the community last month, hey, this year we're going to try and improve these game modes, these things and stuff, whether it be gameplay, AI, rewards. the whole shebang needs to be kind of like put into a process of, we've got people getting these type of champions, these type of rarities, these players aren't able to make gains here, there, or whatever, the game mode isn't as fast as it should be, blah 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 blah, everything in the game. And I feel that maybe Kabam should have last month started just telling people, hey, over the course of the year, and I know Kabam don't like roadmaps, but start saying to the community, we're going to be looking at these, and this is when you're likely to hear back from it, so we can go at about June time, these are the game modes that we're going to make sure we bump the rewards to. These are the game modes that we're going to improve this or that. And I just feel that they need to be they should have done it last month, and I'm hoping at the end of the week when we see the live stream, they start to say, hey, Battlegrounds in particular, we're going to do this, this, and this, and overhaul it so players have a better experience with it. And I definitely see that the biggest thing that seems to pop up from time to time is buffing rewards and having a cadence for it. Now, if this is a stifling this is a stifling one, if indeed correct, but just remember that last tier milestone rewards update on Battlegrounds was 2023. It was season 12. Now we're on season 25. If that's indeed the case, wow, okay, that's a bit crazy. There's a lot of different and varying opinions, and please go to this forum thread, link is in the description, and have your say. Give your feedback on stuff, because like there was a lot of people said like about the game like dying. It's just a point now that Kabam have to just get some stuff working for the player base and get it done right. Like, okay, you're done with your Epics of Pain. Focus in on some of these other modes. Some of the things that players play, don't play. Why are players not playing it? Is it the rewards? Can we buff the rewards? Ask these questions. But just deliver a little bit of hope to the player base, especially in kind of a hopeless time. We want to find out what's going on, especially for the future events. So yeah, hoping to see some stuff on Friday and hear some stuff for the future. I really do, because it just would be great for Kabam to go, hey, we've got these cool events coming in March, but we've got these really cool things that we're looking to put game features wise, improve rewards in so many different areas. And as I said, it's hope. It's giving players hope for the future. A developer is, number one, listening, but number two, always thinking about how they can improve these older game modes, especially with Lunar New Year going. And I'm not saying that like it's seasonal based content, but it would be nice to see some stuff for the seasonal. Spring cleaning will be around the corner. Is that going to be a spendy type event? Is that going to be the emphasis? Is then going to suck away from stuff like AI that needs to be improved, different game modes that need to be revamped and re-triggered, and quality of life needs to be improved, new features need to be added in, and so many other things as well. But anyway, if you've got any thoughts on it, put it in the comments or go to the thread. That's going to be me done for the MCN. Check out some other content on screen. I'll see you all soon. Cheers. Bye.